welcome everyone to Circle the Bay Podcast Top 5 Picks of the Week, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the host of TV's One I've been here with my other host, Mi Familia. Even though we're missing one of the four horsemen, but we're still the four horsemen of podcasting, ladies and gentlemen.
Mike is still an official member.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's just taking a vacation.
Yeah.
He's taking a vacation. He needs a break. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the director himself who directs you everywhere, anywhere, especially to go see Fate Destroyed, because you have to see
Marine 17, part 19 is coming out, John Cena. Go see it. You can't see that movie.
Yeah, nobody can, ever.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The director himself, the one and only Chris Kennedy. And of course, we have Mr. 69 with the 69 reasons and the 69 answers and the questions and thoughts. Overall, he loves 69. That's all I know. But yes, he is Mr. MGC Okada, I guess. Callis. But I was waiting for MGC Cena or John Cena. That's what I was waiting for.
Well, you can't see that. There you go.
I can't see that. No. And that's right. Ladies and gentlemen,
in all honesty, I haven't seen any of these moments because you've never seen them. I'll never see them ever. Ever.
And we are here today, ladies and gentlemen, to give our top 5 picks of course, John Cena moments, ladies and gentlemen. So just so you know, because this Monday, on my birthday, which June 27th, John Cena made his debut on SmackDown June 27, 2002. So we are celebrating and commemorating his 20 years in WWE. We are going to go ahead and speak about moments, matches, everything of John Cena here, ladies and gentlemen. And to show you guys, once again, how did John Cena made his debut, I'm going to go ahead and pull that up right now very briefly so you guys can see how this individual made his debut on SmackDown. And here we go. I'll show the video because I want to do this for 7 seconds because I don't want to get struck by YouTube since it's WWE. So it's only 7 seconds. Here we go.
John Cena, what is the one quality that you possess? Ruthless aggression.
There you go. That slap around the world.
Was that his first time on camera in WWF?
Yes.
Yes.
WWE.
Okay. I thought he came out and had like a really terrible match or something, and then like they evolved into that angle, pun intended.
Yeah, no, that was his first television, program because
right.
he did the OVW, but that was just OVW.
Yeah, he was down at Rick Bass, UPW in Huntington, just before that.
Who here still remembers his original theme?
I don't remember that. I remember he was on Manhunt. Go watch this. You go watch Manhunt. Go watch
Paintball Guns.
Yeah. So basically, it was like Survivor, except it was like Fortnite, but real. They dropped like 10 people on an island, and then they were like, "Good luck." And then they're like, "Why?" And then on the other side of the island, there was like 3 professional wrestlers with paintball guns that were hunting them. And John Cena was the leader.
Really?
He had to use a golf cart to go around. I'll bring up the footage. John Cena had to go around this island and like hunt down the participants like he was hunting people, like most dangerous game. Yeah, that's where I knew John Cena from that first. So when he showed up and I knew he was the prototype from UPW, I was like, this guy? And then 25 years later, or whatever it is, I'm like, all right, cool. John Cena's the man.
That's right. He is the man because, even though it's 20 years strong and
to this day,
that's right. To this day, ladies and gentlemen, that is right. He's still, we got to give Cena his credit, his credentials and everything besides in the ring, outside of the ring. He's the one with the Guinness, Book of Records with the most Make-A-Wish foundations. And this guy has done incredible work outside of the professional wrestling world and the film industry. So we're here to pay tribute to you, Cena. I even tagged you on Twitter so you can love that. So now let's go to the wheel and let's see who's going to give their top 5 John Cena picks. So let's go to that wheel. There you are. The beautiful wheel. Spin that wheel. All right, here we go. Spinning the wheel.
Manhunt.
What the fuck, man? Why does always gotta be me? Jesus,
Why me?
man.
Why
Man,
me?
That's.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Why is always gotta be me? Why? Jesus, man.
I'm always last too. It's weird.
It's because you guys, both of you guys are best for last, man. Fuck it. Fuck it. I was like, all right. All right. Let me write. Okay, so my number 5 is this is gonna be a tough one here. All right, here we go. So my number 5 will have to be when it's gonna be when John Cena when John Cena challenged Bryan Danielson or Bryan when John Cena challenged Bryan Danielson at SummerSlam for the WWE title, and this was the first time that Bryan won the belt and defeated John Cena. John Cena put him over, and they had one of the most incredible feuds because Bryan was the underdog in this story, and Cena, like, their whole storyline was just like, you can't beat me, and Bryan be like, oh, I'm a professional wrestler. You are not a professional wrestler. You don't deserve for me to slap you in the face like how they do in Japan. Oh my God!
The Inoki move.
Yes, the Inoki move. Oh man. And me being there live as well, I was in attendance to seeing Daniel Bryan winning the WWE title from Cena, and Cena dropped the belt for him. And I was really happy that Cena chose him directly because at first Vince did not want it. Vince was like, no, I'm not pushing him. No, but until finally Cena, at that time Cena was already the main one in the locker room. He's still calling the shots. He was the head of the table.
Match John.
He got Aaron Riley fired. Like, fuck, man.
Oh yeah, that's right. He got Alex Riley fired.
Aaron Riley's an MMA fighter. Alex Riley and Mr. Kennedy.
Oh, that's right. Yes, yeah. He had that power. So, I mean, I had to give it a seal for
maybe even Ryback, but I think that might have just been Ryback. I feel like that might have been just Ryback getting himself fired.
Oh, yeah, no, Ryback got himself fired.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that was one of the greatest 2013 SummerSlam. There you go. That's what it was. And like I said, I give it to Cena. He sold for Bryan. And they put a hellacious match, and I enjoyed it. What's going on, Mike De Niro? Make sure you subscribe to the Wrestling DeLorean podcast, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, that is my number 5 pick. So I'll show the picture very quick so everybody can see this match that I'm talking about. People don't know. That's right. Cena versus Bryan Danielson. That's right. So Paul Levesque being what is good, Devin? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you subscribe to Clark Street Wrestling Podcast. They're having a fantastic show that they came out earlier today. Well, yes, that's my number 5 pick. My number 4 pick for John Cena is his feud with Kurt Angle. When it was a Thugonomics era, when Kurt Angle was clowning John Cena, it was like, my name is Kurt Angle. I forgot what was it. I used an echo log.
I got a feeling Matt knows it.
I think Matt might know that one. That feud was amazing because that heelish style of John Cena, him being that Eminem version that we all like. Oh, he's like another Eminem, version, but in pro wrestling. And then John Cena, of course. Kurt Angle. He was a face at the time, and I enjoyed just seeing Angle and Cena. Every time these two guys going at it, they always put fantastic matches. And that feud, seeing Kurt Angle and telling Brian Hebner is a fucking just doing the fucking beat for him. Give me a beat. I'm like, oh shit. So that one I really enjoyed a lot. That rap battle between them, it was amazing to see that, man. I really enjoyed it. That's my number 4 pick right there. And to give everybody the idea of what I'm talking about, I'm going to just go ahead and put the picture very up too as well so everybody can have an idea that what I'm speaking about. And I'm talking about this one right here when Kurt Angle was dressed like this.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at that. How he ever broke that neck is beyond physics.
Oh, my God, dude. That twice. He broke his neck twice. And, congrats to Kurt Angle not having new knees. Both knees are replaced. Now he can stand straight. So there you go. Congrats. But no more wrestling for Kurt Angle. So there you go. That's my number 4. My number 3 pick would be John Cena JBL feud when finally John Cena won the WWE title at SummerSlam. WrestleMania 21, excuse me. And I'm glad, yes, even she said yes. I was glad that Cena finally got that push with the, ending the feud with the Big Show for the U.S. belt, ending that, and dropping the U.S. belt to Carlito, and then finally moving on into WrestleMania 21 and winning the championship. So I was really happy that he won that championship, and he deserved it. John Cena deserved to win that championship belt, and I was really, really happy to see Cena the world champion. That's for sure, because he well deserved, and
it was a change of an era. It was one of the last big times there was a seismic shift in who the face of the company was.
You're right. Yes, and that was a time when we saw not only Cena but Batista too. Remember when he beat Triple H?
With no respect to JBL, he was never the face of the company. He was never the poster boy. He was never the big name on the marquee at WrestleMania. Like, no one was looking at a poster of his big ugly mug on the front going, "Let's get that." So
there you go. Look at that right there. This moment right there, winning that belt.
Yeah,
you gotta give it to Cena, man. What is going on, Frank?
Jofo.
That's right. Make sure you subscribe to Jofo in the Ring. Make sure you subscribe to them on the YouTube platforms and audio platforms. But yes, that's my number 3 pick right there. Cena winning the WWE title from JBL WrestleMania 21. Ooh, my number 2 pick. My number 2 pick will have to be. It has to be him and Kevin Owens. That feud when Kevin Owens came in from NXT to the to WWE, debuted with John Cena, and Cena put him over too, and that was chef's kiss right there, because we all know the credentials of Kevin Owens, Kevin Steen, and then for Owens to be the first feud with Cena, amazing. I really enjoyed that. I was like, yes. This is a feud that we wanted to see, and then it happened, and Cena put him over. And that was amazing. I think that was one of the greatest feuds that I ever seen. And I think for me, I know I'm gonna get heated for this, but I think if it wasn't for this feud, I don't think we will see the charisma of Kevin Owens of where's it at today. That's just my opinion. I mean, he had the mic skills in NXT, right? But however, though, I think with this feud with John Cena kind of elevated his charisma and his mic skills a little bit more better than where it's at right now to this day. To this day. And there you go. See, there you go.
To this day.
That's right. See, that was a fantastic feud right there. I enjoyed that a lot. So that's, let's see, it's 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. And my numero uno. My numero uno. We finally got to see it. Out of all these years, we finally get to see the match that we all been wanting to have, because a lot of people were talking about it. And that is, of course, John Cena versus The Rock for the first time at WrestleMania. And that was, yes. And I was, you can't see me. You can't see me.
You can't see me.
You can't see. What's up with these colored shirts? What are you like a Fruity Pebbles? Like I remember when he told him that. So yes, this right here was a fantastic feud, and I think this is the one that Cena needed, just for his legacy, for his career, to kind of close the chapters with the Rock, because we seen Hogan Rock. Now we needed Cena and Rock, because this is how you mentioned, Chris. This is a new era for Cena, and Rock was the Attitude Era. So the Attitude Era meets the Ruthless Aggression Era. It needed to happen. It needed to happen, and it did. Just like how Kevin Owens has his with Steve Austin, he had his on WrestleMania. This was Cena's moment with The Rock, and they made it twice for WrestleMania, and I enjoyed that. That The Rock defeated Cena the first time. Cena defeated The Rock for the championship the second time, and now they're 1-1. Are we going to see a part 3? Is there going to be a part 3? That's the question. We don't know if that's going to happen. So I have no idea if that's going to happen.
I think they're just battling now at the moment.
Say that again?
They're just battling it out at the box offices rather than in wrestling.
Yeah. I don't know if The Rock and the Cena have ever had anything put out at the same exact time.
You know what? That's a good question. They haven't. They have not. They haven't yet.
It's like, what was it, Jungle Cruise?
I mean, I don't know of anything that the John Cena has done that's really crushed the box office. I mean, and I'm not even saying compared to The Rock. I just mean at all.
Jungle Cruise was way bigger than stepdad, ex-husband, whatever that was.
Right, yeah, I know what your stepdad. Yeah, I know what movie you're talking about, but nothing John Cena has ever done, all due respect, has ever come close to anything The Rock has.
That's very true.
I don't think John Cena has come close to with his best.
Oh man, yeah. I have 2 honorable mentions. The one honorable mention I will have to bring up is one of the most funniest one because it just Cena being a part of this segment. And I'm going to show the picture of what segment I'm talking about. This is the one where obviously Papa Vinny is involved in this because he walked over there and saw Cena. Oh
my God.
Oh my God.
What's up?
Wow.
What's up, my ninja? My ninja.
Cock that out of my brain, Ivan. Thank you.
What's up, my ninja?
Tell me that. I swear, when I saw this on national television, just hear McMahon saying the word, like, I'm not gonna say it, but him seeing it,
ninja.
Like,
just say ninja.
I'm not even gonna say ninja because I know that preference already. People I don't like using that word. We're good,
Nigel.
But it's just like, keep it up, my brother, and like what? And I'm like, I'll let Tucker.
What the hell did you just say?
I would have been that way too. Like what? Like
you son of a bitch.
That's right. And seeing Booker T tell me he did not just say that. Like that was like, I love that one. I think that one was, oh my God, amazing. Funny ass segment from Cena. That's one of the funniest ones that I swear, like I don't think even Cena knew that Vince was going to say that. I don't think he knew at all. There's no way Cena could have found out he was going to say that word. But it shocked the shit out of me, I'll tell you that. So that's one of the ones that I do like. And another one that I did enjoy and people really, this is an underrated feud. But this feud, I think without this feud not happening, it would not make this individual where he's at today. And I'm gonna put the picture so you guys can see it and know what I'm talking about. It makes it easier so you guys can know. And let me see. Jesus Christ, I just had it. All right, here we go. The picture. Yes, here we go. This is the one that made this guy with this feud. I'm talking about Edge.
Yep.
The rated R superstar feud with John Cena. I think that was like one of the, most underrated feuds they ever had. Like people don't really talk about it, and it should be spoken about because Edge and Cena stole the fucking show on their feuds. Their main events.
On this day.
Oh, it's clearly. I don't know the rest.
I
But
like
yes,
the bridge.
I do too. This, and then them, especially that match at TLC when he put Edge to those 3 tables, or was it 4? I don't remember. But then Cena beating him up in the hotel, and then him interrupting the live sex on Raw when it was him and Lita. And you see how ouch. He interrupted. Yes.
I think that's probably what inspired a meme, because they actually made a meme, a little like comic strip where it's a guy and a girl is like, "Are you ready? And are you ready for SummerSlam?" And then John Cena pops out.
So I can say that's my list, man. I think those were the epic moments that I remember of Cena that I cherish a lot. And man, there's a lot more I could add, but these are the ones that I can remember by far from Cena. Right. Let's back to the wheel. Let's see who goes next. Oh, el director.
Everyone but Ivan is on there twice. Rigged. Yeah, this list I'm having a problem putting them in order, basically. I could just literally rattle off all 5 of them, and they would totally fit in any position.
We're live, baby. We're live, couple weeks. Dirty Heels.
Man, so my number 5. Let's do the 2008 Royal Rumble.
Ooh, there we go.
No one thought he was going to come back from injury that soon. He came in at number 30. That music popped, and so did the crowd, and it might have been his biggest pop of all time. Super epic, great entrant, classic Rumble, and a absolute surprise. I don't know who people thought it was going to be, but I don't think Cena was on anybody's list. That's for sure. Number 4. The Rock beating Cena Cena beating The Rock at WrestleMania 29. It had to happen eventually, and I think that Cena was the underdog in every aspect. On the mic, in merch sales at the time, TV time, like Cena was just coming for that spot, and it took a while for him to take The Rock out and claim that spot, and he finally did it, and it's been his. It was his for years after that, rightfully so. Number 3. Let me spin some ideas in my head, because I know what my number 1 is. I know what maybe my number 2 is. My number 3. Let's do the Kevin Owens loss for a lot of reasons. This was the peak of the time where all the smarts on the dirt sheets online were talking shit on Cena not being, he was being a gatekeeper. He was squashing the up-and-coming talent. He wasn't putting anybody over. He was sort of calling Roman Reigns the part-timer, I think, around that time, where people were like, bro, you're only here like once a week. Kind of pulling the Brock Lesnar schedule. And so he came out, lost to Owens, and people were like, he just put an indie guy over on Raw. So he kind of, at least at that time, shattered the illusion that he was just there to collect that check and squash the up-and-comers. I didn't think it was going to happen. He took some crazy bumps. I think he took that crazy, I think it's called the Yoshigatari, whatever. It's a knee brain buster from the top rope. Kevin Owens.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe. I'm pretty sure John Cena took that. I think this may have been the debut of Cena doing the backpack stunner, where Cena really wasn't. Known.
Yes.
Cena wasn't known for doing new things, especially moves that were like quick. So that is my number 3. Man, 2 left, huh?
You got honorable mentions.
I got it. I got honorable mentions. Yeah, I definitely have those. I have 1. Number 2 has to be the debut, the Ruthless Aggression, the slap her around the world. Still a terrible gimmick. It was very, very parallel to the Rocky Maivia character, the Blue Chipper. He came out and was very happy to be there, stoked to be on TV. But it started an era after that. They literally went from Attitude Era to Ruthless Aggression. That is what that period of wrestling is called. And it all started with the slap across the broken frickin' neck.
Yes.
And number 1 absolutely has to be his first championship reign, WrestleMania 21 against JBL. No one ever, I don't think, saw him beating, and I think he did beat Ric Flair's official title reign record. This was the first of many championships John Cena would hold. Jon Stewart be damned. He went on to break that record, and it all started there.
Oh, hell yeah. All right.
My,
Honor mention, baby.
Definitely the Royal Rumble botch with Batista that was so perfect it had to be planned. It wasn't.
Oh, yes.
That made zero fucking. That made no sense how perfectly that was timed. You could only have written that. I don't know how that was not planned. That was the perfect ending. Everything from how they landed at the same time to Vince coming out and restarting the match. That is pure television script drama, and it was all accidental. Yeah, that is the only honorable mention that I can think of off the top of my head.
What?
Yeah.
No, hell no.
There's so many moments, though.
I'll give you one, but hold on. Let me show the picture of the one you're talking about, and I'm gonna show you another one that this should be in. Oh, right in your heart, because you know where I'm gonna go with this. But hold on. Let me show you the first. This is the one you're talking about with Vince right there. Fucked up his both of his quads.
90-year-old man tore the ligaments right off his kneecaps.
Yes. Now let me give you. I'm gonna add for you because I love you, because this is one you should be. I'm surprised that this was never came across your mind.
Did he ever go down to NXT? Did he ever do that?
No.
Okay,
that's not what I'm talking about.
Rumor he was going to go down to NXT and challenge for the NXT heavyweight title or something. I forget what rumor that was, but that would have been it for sure.
I'm gonna show you the pictures, and I'll give you a clue.
Oh, ECW. Yeah.
How the hell did you forget about that?
There's so many moments, and
tell me that wasn't an instant classic. They threw a shirt back.
They were already throwing soda before the match started. They were gonna throw bricks at him if he won that match.
I'm already spilling beer because of that. It caught me off guard.
I'm just saying, man. ECW, and it was at in Wilkes-Barre at the Hammerstein Ballroom, which is ECW's original home and home away from home. It was enemy territory every time a WWE guy stepped foot in that arena, for sure.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, even remember when Randy Orton, he stepped in and they were flicking him off like there was a kid was pushing him like, fuck. I'm surprised that they kept their composure, like being so close to the fans. Like, I was really like, wow, those are ECW crowds, man. You guys got to be careful.
Most definitely, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We are a rowdy bunch. I've been to one ECW event, one real ECW event, and it was wild sauce.
Oh, Mr. MGC Okada.
I'm gonna go a little bit outside of the bounds of just WWE, but I'm gonna start with the WWE moment. John Cena speaking Chinese to Kevin Owens right after Kevin Owens speaks French. It's a nice, balance. And then I'm going to switch to some good old-fashioned Americana.
They tried hitting him with a Kami Kami Haj. I think it was his new finisher. whatever that fucking move was.
Oh, yeah.
My finger death punch.
I'm looking for that picture because
I'm gonna jump right away to my number 4. So number 4, it's a John Cena moment, but it's not a WWE moment. John Cena.
You're correct. The rules say John Cena moments.
Yeah, not WWE.
That's the move right there. Oh!
So it's John Cena touring around Shanghai and having the stuff on a stick, and it's combined with another moment, and him advertising Lao Gan Ma chili sauce in Chinese, like Zhongwen no dui 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 dui. Like and Lao Gan Ma chili sauce. As a hot sauce person, Chris, are you familiar with this? It's like a chili oil,
I'm familiar. I've probably had it, but I wouldn't have known it.
Ice cream.
In China. He goes in China.
Yeah.
You eat ice cream.
I'm pretty sure they get them for a lot of advertisements, cars, whatever they could get John.
Oh yeah, that's why he was there. He was doing something specific. I forget what, but it was all advertising.
Yes.
Yeah. They getting that John Cena money. Number 3. My number 3. So I'm doing 5-1. My number 3 is John Cena inventing when he finally dubbed his move the FU. I guess when he invented it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it was a dig at the F5 because it was almost the same move.
It was, and I think that was somewhat of a leading up to his rivalry with Brock Lesnar. So that was like, you know, the FU and the F5. And I kind of missed, like, when they went PG and he called it the AA, I was like, I started watching again for a little bit. I'm like, why is it called the AA? I thought this was called the FU. What the heck happened? Like, all these years have got to, I haven't been watching. I didn't watch for like maybe like 5 or 6 years. So I was like, why is it called the AA now? So I was kind of confused.
That's the feud right there. See, that was when Lesnar became a champ, like right after WrestleMania 19.
Yeah.
And I think Cena was his first feud for Backlash. It was John Cena right there. That was the beginning of it. And that's how
we talking about the F5. I'm messing with the FU. And then holds up the microphone to the audience.
Yes.
Number 2, it's a moment I think I have in common with you guys. It would be the ruthless aggression with Kurt Angle. You know, that definitely was what really stays with me the most was the theme song, though, just because the flashing yellow lights and it was, you know, yellow tights, the shorts. You know, I think another antidote about John Cena. I like his story about him, you know, eating pizza. You know, he couldn't really afford a whole lot, so he would eat it. Like, if you ate an entire pizza at this one restaurant, they would give it to you for free. And so he went there like 2 or 3 times. Yeah,
I could do that.
Times.
Where's
yeah,
that? I will absolutely challenge and accept it.
It must have. I think it was over in. It had to be in. It had to be somewhere in Ohio, because it was back during those days, the OVW days when he was like really broke. He was saying, like, so that it was back to that time. All right, my number 1. Let's do this. The JBL I Quit match. The JBL I Quit match. I watched that on repeat. Like him facing JBL, all that blood. I really thought he was gonna hit him with that truck pipe, with the truck exhaust pipe. You know, like the second he ripped it off and was holding it high and screaming, and then right away JBL's like, no, I quit. You know, and that was. Like everything in that match, the blood, yeah, Jesus. I felt that down in here. Like, you know, I still rewatch it now. Sometimes when I want to think back on brutal matches, I still think about that match, like almost like every other day sometimes, you know.
That was, I think, I agree. I think that was one of the most brutal, bloodiest match that I see that Cena had. I'm not going to compare it to anybody else's, but I think, damn, they really went all out on that one. I don't know how bad Cena bled on that one, but Jesus Christ, man.
JBL, like, with that match, I kind of think about, like, I Quit matches, you don't always have to use a submission move. You don't always have to have a submission move in your arsenal. It just really, it's all about endurance and you know, like.
Rock and Mankind, it took 14 chair shots to the head.
And it wasn't
and an overdubbed audio tape.
Oh yeah, I use the audio tape. So there's so many different ways out of it. So it's just, you know, you don't need a submission move. You could just and I was thinking about like Stone Cold and Bret Hart. I'm like, okay, like Stone Cold doesn't officially have submission moves as his finisher, but he just added some in, and then he was choking Bret Hart with the cable, you know. And I was thinking about that and comparing this to that. This is, you know, a whole different animal. All right, I've got some interesting honorable mentions.
Okay.
You know, I think you make all 5 of my girlfriends jealous. Each one of them wants to beat me, like the one with Stephanie McMahon. That moment. The other one would be, I think the other one would be his rap battle with Funaki. That was Funaki did the UGL.
I forgot about that. Oh my god.
UGLY. You ain't got no alibi. You ugly. That's what Funaki did in response.
Did they really rap battle? Because I do not remember that shit.
Yeah, all Funaki did was UGLY. You ain't got no alibi. That's what he did. It's like of all people to battle with. It's something I really didn't see coming, and I think about that pretty often. I'm like, whenever people talk about hip hop, that kind of pops into my mind. But yeah, that's my list.
You mentioned Stephanie, right? So
That's its own thing. That's its own thing. Times were different back then.
Well, I mean, technically we're TVMA, so I think it's okay that I'm able to show this brief picture. I'll just show it very briefly. Yeah, there you go.
Yep, that's
it.
Yep.
Like John Cena's like, no, that like to whatever love interest. No, that never happened. Please, never.
I don't think that ever happened. But for her, that was during the Ruthless Aggression era too, right? That was still the
like early
during that
before Hustle, Loyalty, Respect, like when he was still the Doctor of Thugonomics.
You know, I think even this one too, that I don't know if you guys remember this one, but I think this one as well, how Cena's facial reaction really surprised me when this part. I don't know if you guys remember that. Him and the boogeyman, and he's just like, man. He wanted to say, what the fuck? He's so bad wanted to say it. And another one that I think, if Devin, if you're watching, I'm gonna bury your tribal chief, because when Cena feuded with him the first time at No Mercy, when he told him, man, I could do this full, what did he tell him? Fuck, what was it? I could do everything you do full time. I could do this part time. And then when he buried him, hey, it's called a promo, kid. Come on, give me a promo. And he literally just broke. Roman could have nothing to say. He was like, fuck, shit. But you know what? One more before so we can end this. I think another one that I don't know if you guys enjoyed. I think I enjoyed it. The rivalry, the everything when they first started. I hope you guys were excited when you guys saw this feud for the first time. And I think for me, when this finally happened and then it became fruition, was Cena and AJ Styles. Can you guys say that you guys enjoyed that feud at least?
It was incredible. I can't believe it slipped my mind. It was like the ultimate.
It wasn't a moment per se. It was a feud.
Yeah.
It
was a great between those two. It's like the ultimate Indies versus WWE kind of mentality. Yeah. And I know, like in a few years, it would. In the future, we'll have. I'm praying for it, but I don't know if we'll ever see it. Our Kenny Omega versus John Cena. That's my dream right there someday. I mean, as long as they're both breathing, who knows what's possible.
Well, I want to thank John Cena for following us on Twitter too. So thank you.
Yes, thank you, John.
Yes, we appreciate you for following us on Twitter.
Dwebuchi, John Cena.
That's how you're feeling, Dwebuchi?
Dwebuchi. I think that's thank you. Yeah, Dwebuchi.
I thought it was Sheshe in Chinese.
Oh, I think that's I'm sorry. Whoopsie.
Oh, Sheshe is I'm sorry. I thought it was
Sheshe is thank you. Dwebuchi, I think is like sorry, my bad.
There you go. Sheshe is thank you. There you go. Sheshe. Kamsahamnida for everyone who are audio platform listening from China or Korea. There you go. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We're done for our top 5. It was a great moment for John Cena. I'm very happy for him that he's having his 20-year anniversary on Raw. He'll be on Raw on Monday night. I can't wait to see him and see what he tells Vince McMahon. Yeah, $3 million, eh?
More than WCW.
More than WCW, right?
My God.
But yes, I want to go ahead and thank everyone for tuning in here on the live episode. We'll come back with another top 5 next Friday, which we're trying to debate what top 5. If you have a top 5 that you would like us to do, comment right below. Let us know, and we could actually go ahead and do it. Why not? There's so many that we could do, but you know what? The head honcho, the director here is the main man right here.
I have ideas, and sometimes you like them. This was your idea, so this was your pick. You get to pick shit. No, don't put it all on me, man.
Hey, because you're the director. You direct this everywhere, man.
I
That's
do
what
my
it is. Because yes, because you are, because we're all of us here. We're, top flight.
The world, Craig. Shit, not just the city, the world.
That's right, the world.
The world. Zawarugo.
There you go. But see, yes, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back next week because we're back with MMA. Because next Wednesday we'll be talking about UFC 276. Oh, I am excited for that card. That's going to be. I have to hit. I gotta do the flatters for this one because I think that card is going to be. Yes, it will be. That will be most definitely. And of course, our weekly episode on Thursday nights. We'll be back with 108 recapping Forbidden Door and much pro wrestling news. On Friday, you'll see what our pro wrestling top 5 picks will be for on Friday. And also, we are 7 away to hit 300. 293 subscribers right now, ladies and gentlemen. We need 7 more to go ahead and let's hit that number 300, ladies and gentlemen. We're almost there. And thank you for everyone for subscribing and joining us and tuning in. We appreciate the love and support. And, we're going to keep on doing this for you guys because you guys are you ask, we deliver. That's right. And also to our Twitter followers, 1,455. That is a lot as well. Thank you so much for that. It means to the world to us. Yeah. And that's a lot. And we appreciate you guys for all the Twitter followers. And, of course, on the COD, we have 1,089 followers. Thank you so much for everything. So once again, this is the host, Stevie's One Obviously, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the director himself. Make sure that you subscribe to Fake the Story. It's on our link tree where you can listen to them, follow them, and follow the director himself because this guy he does wonders in this world, ladies and gentlemen. He does. That's right. And of course, the 6ix9ine himself, because he is the self-proclaimed.
Just like Bill Watts, Eddie Graham, Vince McMahon, and Vern Gagne.
That's what he claims to be. That's just what he claims to be. And so, as we're going to say here, au revoir, salud, because my birthday weekend, woo.
Happy birthday! Woo!
Started today until all the way till Monday when I wake up with a hangover. Tuesday. That's just what it is. But yes, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm gonna let, of course, Mr. MGC tell the world, Craig, the world. Tell them what do we all do here on the COD and Fake Destroyed and the League of Extraordinary Podcast and Pantheon and Suplexology. Tell the world what we all do.
We don't make podcasts. We make history.
I love it.
Will
over and over,
make
over and over,
history over and over.